And welcome back. This is Michael Williams. Let's take a look at the O in the STOP approach. The O stands for, now listen, observe your buttons. Observe your buttons. Now what do I mean by this? Well, in the previous series, in the first part, when we were looking at the 4 reasons why we argue, we looked at triggers, right? Those things that happen, or somebody does something or says something, boom, and we're off. We're ready to argue. So in this part, we're talking about how to stop arguments. And one way we can do it is step back, and when we find ourselves either getting ready to argue or we find ourselves in an argument, ask yourself, okay, what triggered this? What buttons of mine were pushed, or what buttons did I push of that person, right? What are the buttons that were pushed that triggered me to respond in that way? All of us have buttons because we all have baggage that we bring from the past. Some of our buttons are, well, I feel like that disrespected me, or you've been doing this over and over again and I'm tired of it. Whatever it is, it's a button, it's a trigger. What we want to do is disconnect that. Now, this part takes some more work. It takes some more reflection. It takes us looking at reasons why we may be bringing something forward. So we have to look at previous relationships. We have to look at relationships with our parents, our mother, father, brothers, sisters, teachers, all right? We have to ask ourselves, so was there anything that went on back there that caused me or influenced me to start to respond in this way, or to put up a defense so that whenever this happens, boom, my defenses go up and I have to respond in this way? Do I feel like I need to defend myself when this happens? Things that can affect us in this way might be self-esteem, could be self-concept, our self-image. All those things can be connected to those buttons, and when those buttons are pushed, we respond. So once you can begin to look at why am I responding automatically this way, let me disconnect it. That is, let me look at why. Let me analyze this a little bit. In fact, you may need to talk to someone, a counselor, a coach, a pastor, psychiatrist, whoever. Read some books, listen to some audio. But getting to the bottom of why we're responding can help us disconnect those buttons. So the O stands for observe your buttons. Why am I responding this way? So the S stood for what? Stop and think before you speak, or shut up. Right? Doesn't mean that you can't say anything, that you can't respond, or doesn't mean that you shouldn't address it. You just have to stop and think first, right? T stands for track your thinking. The O, observe when your buttons are pushed. In the next video, we'll look at the P. So I'll see you there. My name is Michael Williams.